Hey Astros fans, welcome to today's edition of Extra Innings, the Astros Fans UK next day recap on Astros ball games. Game 96, Astros 1, Rangers 5. Let's get straight into the main talking points from a listless and fatigued defeat in the series decider before the All-Star break with 3 up, 3 down. 3 up, leading off Zack. Whilst it wasn't the headline takeaway from the game by any means, it was still nice to see Short launch his first home run as an Astro in the 6th. It was no cheapie either, and though it ended up being a consolation run, at the time it did briefly spark hopes that a 1-4 down we may have another improbable late comeback left in us. Alas, sadly not, but as the only right-handed batter to hit a home run off Rangers starting pitcher Nathan Eovaldi in 2025, it's definitely something for Short to build upon. Up second, Isaac Paredes. He was desperately unfortunate not to pick up another first pitch faced home run in the bottom of the first, having to settle for a double here after missing out by genuinely a matter of inches. It proved to be a big moment in the game as we failed to drive Paredes in and never took the lead in this one. Had we done so, it may have been a different game. Regardless, it's been a great first section of the season for Paredes and hopefully he can kick on again after the break. Up third, Hector Neris. There weren't a great deal of positives to be had from this game, but if Neris can settle into being a reliable middle relief / setup man in the second part of the season, that would certainly be a good thing. And a 1-2-3-6 inning here from Hector was a decent step towards that. 3 down, first out, Hunter Brown. Whilst his numbers on the day weren't atrocious, it was clear that at the end of a long first half of the season and on short rest, the Hunter wasn't quite at his sharpest. He only gave up 5 hits but conceded 4 runs across 5 reasonably laboured innings with a couple of walks, but he did still pick up 8 strikeouts. We will need Brown to be at his very best down the stretch and beyond this year, so it's imperative he rests up and refreshes. Second out, Christian Walker. He was unlucky not to get an RBI in the first on bloop contact, which led to a tremendous catch by Evan Carter to prevent the scoring, but it was another hitless day with a couple of strikeouts for Walker to cap a generally pretty horribly underwhelming first half of 2025. The numbers aren't pretty, hitting just .229 with a .660 OPS. We need so much more from him. Third out, Adolis Garcia, indisputably the most prominent Astros killer in baseball and certainly the heir to the throne of misery held for so long by Albert Pujols. A crushed homer here off Brown made it 20 home runs for Garcia against the Astros since 2021. We will have to find some kind of way to reverse that trend somehow in the months and years to come. A couple of extra points to finish on. Running on fumes. The All-Star break comes at the perfect time. Well, not as perfect as if it had come a week ago after the end of that Dodgers series, as our squad looks absolutely exhausted. We've done incredibly well to get to where we are, but we badly need to replenish energy levels. And the path ahead. The quality of rest gained over the next 5 to 6 days will have a huge impact on the rest of our season. Joe Espada and all the coaching staff will need to intricately plan out rest days to keep us as fresh as we possibly can in the second part of this season. Our whole year depends upon it. With the loss, we dropped to 56-40 and entered the All-Star break with a 5-game lead atop the AL West as the Mariners swept the Tigers. A week ago, we may have hoped for an even greater lead, but at the start of the season, and especially when you take into account the many injuries we've had, every single Astros fan would have jumped at the chance to be in this position. It's all to play for, and with people coming back off the IL, we can do it. That's it for today's Extra Innings, the next day recap. Let me know your takes on the loss and the series defeat in the comments. Make sure you're following at AstrosFansUK on all platforms, and I'll catch you in a little under a week for the next edition of Extra Innings. Go Stros!